Welcome to ONCALL SACARE's incident reporting video. This video will show you how to access our internal incident reporting system. It will also show you some tips for best practice when submitting an incident report. Incident reporting is an important part of service provision. Always remember that incident reports are legal documents. You must be truthful, detailed, and accurate when submitting an incident report and use professional language. Your manager will read your report, and it may also be used to adapt how we provide support to someone. They can even be used in court cases. Neglecting or intentionally omitting information may be considered a breach of ONCALL SACARE's Code of Conduct. Once you have responded to the incident and ensured everyone involved is safe, promptly complete your incident report following the directions in this video. To submit an incident report, simply access your vWorker app and from the menu, select Documents. This will take you to the link to report your incident. The incident report form is called a dynamic form, which means that some fields may change depending on your selections as you progress throughout the report. You can complete the fields in any order you like, but we suggest you complete them in order so you don't forget anything. The first step will be to enter your details. When entering your name, please always use your full name. It's not mandatory to enter your email address, but if you do, you will receive a confirmation email letting you know the incident submission was successful. The confirmation email will have an incident report number, which will make it easier for you to follow up with your manager if necessary. Now you can enter the area where you were working. Select your state and department. Proceed through the form, completing the category and client name. When you select a category, more options will show under incident type. If the category you selected was client and the incident type was client behaviour tracking, then the question "Is behaviour recording required?" will automatically be set to yes. To respond to the sleep disturbance question, if you were working a sleepover shift and the client was awake during the sleepover hours, answer yes to sleep disturbance. If you select yes, please make sure the incident description includes the hours you were awake during the shift. Otherwise, select no. Enter the details of the incident. Include the date, time, and site. Time must be recorded in military or 24-hour format, so remember to select the correct time. For example, if the incident occurred at 1 p.m, you would select 1300 hours. Please note, you will need to make sure you select the department correctly. If your site does not show up in the drop-down menu, try another selection in the department question. For example, the gums will only appear if you select SA Accommodation Services. Describe the incident in detail, including information about what happened before, during, and after the incident, including your response and the response of anyone else present. When you're ready, click Next. You can navigate back to the first page at any time by clicking back at the bottom of the page. The second page has some questions to gather further information about the incident. If you selected Client Behaviour Tracking under Incident Type on the first page, there will be a few more questions for you to complete on this page. Select whether the incident occurred at home or out in the community. Enter the setting events. This means anything that was happening in the moments leading up to the incident or behaviour of concern starting. Some examples are boredom, missed medication, or difficulty with self-regulation. Add any details you might be aware of in relation to triggers. Some examples are change in routine or staff being late to their shift. Complete any signs or cues of distress you may have observed leading up to the incident. Now you can add any strategies you use to address the incident and assist the client during the incident. Some examples of strategies are redirection, disengaging, or practicing breathing techniques with the person. You can add up to 5 strategies. For each strategy, please include whether the strategy reduced, escalated, or had no change on the behaviour. Remember that this information can be used to assist the client in future interactions and will be very important to the development of any future behaviour support plans. Please be as accurate and specific as possible when completing the behaviour recording information. Provide details of police, ambulance, or fire service attendants. If you answer yes to any of these questions, the form will ask you for the date and time called and the date and time the service arrived at the scene. Were injuries sustained applies to both client and staff injuries. When you click Yes, you have the option of selecting client, staff or other, and then adding details of the treatment applied on site. Your line manager may call you to follow up if you have been injured at work. You will also be able to add client and even staff injury information via a body map. An injury might include a cut or laceration, burn, bruise, head injury, fall, or a broken bone. Any information you provide in this form in relation to a client will form part of that client's profile and may be used to decide if an incident is reportable to any of our external regulators, including the NDIS Quality and Safeguards Commission. For that reason, just like an incident report, this body map is a legal document, and you must be honest in your representation of the injury. To add this detail, you will see a button that says Complete Body Map. Pressing this button will open the body map in a separate window. Remember that you will be completing a separate body map for each person injured. You should see a cartoon image of a body with areas of the body available to select in the form of checkboxes. Select all applicable checkboxes relating to the actual injuries sustained. Once you have finished selecting all areas that have sustained an injury, add a description of the injury in the Injury Details/Comments free text box. Please ensure to include an estimated size, coloration, if there was any bleeding, and if the person required immediate medical attention, including first aid or hospitalisation. Remember to add details for each injury you are reporting. Click the Save button to go back to the incident report and complete the other required fields. You can then detail if there was any equipment or property damage because of the incident. Make sure you are specific when describing the incident and include the extent of the damage and if repairs are urgent. Finally, you can attach items to the incident. For example, you can include a photo or behaviour tracking forms. Click Submit to finish your report. Now your line manager will receive a copy of your incident report and will complete the review and follow up. If they need any more information from you, they may be in touch in the following days of your report. Thank you for watching this video.